So the product is we call it an easy band. It's a replacement to the old-fashioned banding and clips that a contractor would take to site. We've actually welded the clip onto the end of a band. So it replaces the old-fashioned, where you take a coil of banding to site and then the contractor has to put a clip onto the band and then he simply puts it around the insulation on the pipework. It's that simple. Whereas with the old conventional method, he would take a large coil of banding to site with a box of clips, and he would then have to measure each band and cut it separately, which incurs the first issue of sharp edges, which is often a hazard. And then he has to, once he's cut it to length, he has to bend it over, put the clip on, which is never easy. And then they're prone to falling off and such, which is why we welded the clip on 2 hours. And then he'd do the same process. But this also creates waste on site because they're cutting to length on site and there's always something left over from a coil. Whereas our system, there's nothing left over at all. The surveyor goes in, he measures up for a job, and then he only orders what he needs for the job. So there's no waste at all. There are safety features such as it's made from an edge dress material, so it's completely safe to touch. There's no sharp edges or dangers of harmful cutting edges for fingers. Everything's completely smooth, which also gives a retrospect that often is used internally on food factories and things like that. And then cleaners come in and clean down the ductwork, and they're often cutting their fingers on the sharp edges from the old-fashioned way. But with our system, there's nothing sharp there at all. You can literally run your hands over it without any injury at all. It's used on all kinds of applications where they need to attach cladding to insulation on pipework. So it's used externally on chemical factories, nuclear power plants, all kinds of power plants, and it's used internally for food factories, air conditioning. It's vast. The benefits are they will save time on site, not having to cut their own bands, and then there's the safety aspects of it being completely, I won't say injury free, but it's certainly going to reduce injuries where everything's smooth and rounded. So certainly going to be less injuries.